What's up, y'all? If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tierica, and I like to post videos about the law of assumption, manifestation, and mindset shifting, sharing my own personal beliefs and experiences with the intention that you can take something from what I talk about and apply it to your life so you can create the reality of your dreams. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into today's video. I know you probably hear me or you hear other coaches or just YouTubers talking about all you have to do is decide. All you have to do is decide, right? But that might be confusing because what does that actually mean? All you have to do is decide. So let's talk about it. You have a desire, right? And I love using money. And since we have the money challenge going on, I don't know when I'm posting this video, if it's before or if it's during or after the challenge, but we're going to use money as an example, right? So you could decide that you have $1,000 extra in your bank account, right? And you decided it. So you're sitting there and you're like, you know what? I have $1,000 in my bank account. But is that all you're supposed to do? Do you just decide that one time and then what happens next? Let's break it down. I do believe that you can decide on something one time, and yes, it's true, and yes, it can absolutely happen because manifestation is instant. But what I also believe is if you decide on something and it does not happen instantly or fast enough, all that's letting you know is you need to keep persisting in it because you have other beliefs. We have so many beliefs and aspects to us that, yeah, you can decide on something, but do you have other beliefs that are a part of you right now that are maybe that are maybe keeping your manifestation away in a sense? So you may say, oh yeah, I have $1,000. You may decide I have $1,000 extra in my bank account, but you don't believe that it's easy for you to make money. So how is it going to be easy for this $1,000 to just appear in your bank account? You believe that you have to work hard to get the money. So how is this $1,000 just going to appear in your bank account? You believe that life is hard. So how is this $1,000 just get in your bank account? So what does deciding actually mean? It means you keep deciding on whatever that is that you want until you see it. You keep deciding on it. And what does that mean? You're affirming for it. You are saturating your mind with it. You are using your methods. Anytime something comes up pertaining to this thing that you decided on, you're always thinking in your favor. Like I said in the last video, your perspective. Your perspective now has to shift to only focus on what you want. That is how you decide on it. That's really how you decide. Yes, you can decide one time, but do I recommend you deciding one time and just letting it go and forgetting about it and never thinking about it again? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Because let's look at it this way. The things that you don't like and the things that you complain about, are you complaining about it one time and then just letting it go? No, you're complaining about it over and over and over again. That's what you're focused on. That's where your perspective is at. So that's what you're getting in your reality. Day in and day out is more experiences for you to complain about, more experiences that are validating whatever it is that you're complaining about. So if you're not complaining about something one time and letting it go, why would you decide on something that you actually want one time and then letting it go? That doesn't make sense. It makes zero sense because you're literally affirming every day for what you don't want because your thoughts are affirming and you're thinking about it. You're thinking about the stuff you don't want, the stuff you don't want to happen. And I'm sure you're doing it quite often throughout the day. You're wearing yourself out. You're making yourself tired, all of that. So instead, think about what you want. Decide, this is what I want. And you keep deciding on it. And you use your energy, all right? You use your mental capacity to only decide on what you want. And then before you know it, the stuff you were complaining about, the stuff you were fearful about, the stuff you were doubting, all of that stuff gets washed away because your subconscious is so smart. You are so smart. You are so intelligent, more than you probably are aware of. So all it takes is a matter of a perspective shift, okay? All it takes is you to be diligent enough to show up every day for yourself and to only think as the person who has what they want. You can either think about it like it's happened or it's gonna happen. It doesn't matter. It's for you, and that's how you need to view it. Any of this thinking against it, any wavering, any opposing thoughts, any worrying, that's not deciding on your desire. That's not deciding. You're thinking against it. So you're keeping whatever it is that you want in limbo, or you're getting hot and cold behavior from somebody. And that's not what we want. So it's very, very simple. It's so simple. And we're not going to overcomplicate it, all right? To decide on something is to simply be aware of what you want, and you decide on it. Yes, I have this thing. And now you become the person that has this thing. So if you're wanting to if you're wanting to be like an influencer on social media, right? You've decided I'm an influencer. So what do you do next since you've decided? You mentally become the person who is an influencer. Every day you wake up, I'm so happy that I'm an influencer. I'm making so much money from being an influencer. I have brand deals with all my favorite places, all my favorite stores. You're thinking as the person who has what they want. That's how you decide, and that's how you do it. You continue to decide, and deciding is still affirming. Your decisions are still affirmations, okay? Or maybe through your actions if there's something you feel like you need to take action towards, but those are your decisions. That is your creative process. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's your creative process. You're thinking, speaking, and being the person who has what they want. Very simple. And if you are a person who may have overactive thoughts, or you just have so much stuff coming at you, there's so many things that you do not like about your life, then I would recommend you take some time to sit down, write out everything that you are aware of that you do not like in your life. All right. Then what I want you to do is I want you to decide on what the opposite is for you. Decide on what it is that you want. And I want you to write that underneath it. All right. Cross out whatever it was that has been bothering you and look at what you have decided on. And these are going to be your new thoughts. These are going to be your affirmations. This is going to be the person who you are. If you want to take it a step further, you can script out literally your new life, looking at the things that have been bothering you that you're no longer going to decide on, because clearly these are the things you've been deciding on. You're no longer going to identify with these things, and you're going to start a new identity. All right. And you start your new identity and you write out this perfect life. You write out how your days look, whatever. And then you decide every day that this is who you are. And you wake up every day as this person. Your affirmation for this new life that you done wrote out could be, I'm living my perfect life. I'm living my dream life. And then every day you're just affirming to yourself, I'm living my dream life. Something goes wrong at the bank, I'm living my dream life. An unexpected bill comes up, I'm living my dream life. Because you're not interacting with the stuff that you don't want. You're deciding that I'm living my perfect life. You have decided that. So now you're going to keep deciding that, keep choosing those thoughts, and then other thoughts just start naturally coming in to match and align with that perspective. And then before you know it, your entire reality is reflecting back to you those thoughts, those affirmations, and now they are your beliefs. And you now just naturally will believe that you're living your dream life, and everything just continues to unflow beautifully and perfectly for you. All right. So if you have any questions or comments for me, please leave them down below. And if you watch this video to the end, I appreciate you so much, and I will see y'all in the next video.